Hello and welcome to another Zach Carnage video, and I thought I would just show you what I'm going to do with this guy. If you watched my recent towel video, you'll know that I actually managed to break the gun off by accident in the middle of the video because the gun is metal and the model is plastic. And that means that you don't get a very good bond when it's glued together, which is how it was originally done. So it should look a bit more like this miniature. And that's what we're going to work towards today. So I've got the GW green stuff tool, haven't got the cap on in the end, and I've got some green stuff from Games Workshop which I have mixed up, and I've wet the end of the tool because you need to make sure that your tools are constantly quite wet, otherwise the green stuff will set and get stuck to them. We're going to be using a different glue this time. We're going to be using Power Prit, multi-purpose extra strong glue, and hopefully that's going to give us a strong enough bond. So let me just get the weapon. Okay, so this is the gun that we're going to be reattaching. You can see there where the paint's come off it because there wasn't any paint earlier, because that's where it was attached. And I brought over a water pot just so we can keep the green stuff nice and wet while we're working with it. And very simply, I mean, for the moment we can actually still use fingers provided they're not too dry. And we're just going to work this onto the connection point on the gun. Now we don't want this to get too thick. There's probably a bit much here. I'm going to take some of that off, because it will get in the way, because there is actually a little peg which is now kind of hidden under all this green stuff, which goes into a slot on the shoulder here. So we'll just sort of work some of that away from the main section, and this should leave enough to make a good connection. There's a bit of paint on there which will probably come off still. There we go. Okay, so that's going to hold on well. So we're just going to take some of this glue, which likes to seal itself to the cap, and just put a little bit of that on there. Okay. Now, to make sure that the glue goes everywhere, we can sort of dab a bit of the green stuff onto it before we connect the two bits properly. So we want to try and make sure the peg goes in. There's a bit of paint that's come off there. Okay. So if we just hold that there a bit, we can allow the green stuff to set slightly, and that should help with bonding the two pieces together. Make sure there's a better connection. But there will be a bit of excess green stuff around the end, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to work that in with the end of the tool, making sure it's still wet, so we get as smooth a connection as possible, and we can pull off any excess bits of green stuff which are going to get in the way, because we don't want any of it hanging off the end. And that should, I've got to clean up this side. Afterwards it should give a very good hold on the miniature. So with this bit you can tuck it into, let's just go in a bit here. You can tuck it in underneath the weapon if you want to get a bit more connection. around the back. And but I think the majority of this section here I'm just going to take off because I don't really want a big blob to repaint over. If we just, so I'm going to press most of that into the side and take this bit off. There we go. Okay. There's a little bit hanging off there, and just sort of smooth this off against the weapon. That will change the detail level somewhat, but I mean, it's better to have a weapon on the miniature than with a bit of detail gone than no weapon at all. So, okay, I think that side is just about done. Can I pull any of this off? Yeah. Okay. So that should go on there properly. Okay. Yeah. That's basically what we're doing, just reattaching the weapon. Obviously this will, the green stuff will need to cure over time, but we'll allow it to do that, and I'll probably give you an update at some point in the future after I've repainted it. But yeah, it fits in a lot better now it's got two guns. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you did, don't forget to leave a comment or suggestion in the comment section down below. And you know, if you would, like this video and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.